Senate Republicans and Democrats both attempted to pass their own plans to address the rising cost of health care, but both attempts failed. And health care subsidies, they expire at the end of the month. So let's go live to Scripps News Group political correspondent Nate Reed. And Nate, can Congress pass something in time to stop premiums from increasing?
Well, look, Tony, anything's possible, but with just 1 week left before they're expected to head home for the holiday recess, not to return until 2026, it's really hard to see how they're going to be able to reach across party lines and come up with some sort of bipartisan solution that has that bipartisan support needed to pass Congress on an issue that has largely divided Democrats and Republicans, and especially Republicans, for much of the last decade. Now, President Trump made in his first term repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act the central part of his mission. He was unsuccessful at doing so. Now, almost a decade later, Republicans are faced with the possibility of making major changes to the Affordable Care Act as part of this expiration of these subsidies, these expanded subsidies, which have made healthcare more affordable for much of the past several years. Ultimately, Republicans' plan would have been giving Americans health savings accounts that the government would deposit money into, help them pay down their premiums, their healthcare premiums, making the cost of healthcare effectively more affordable. Democrats did not support that proposal. Not even all Republicans in the Senate voted in favor of that proposal. Some Republicans, though, voted in favor of the Democrat proposal to extend these Affordable Care Act subsidies for the next 3 years without many changes, basically find some way to find common ground, giving themselves a bit more runway, a bit more time to try and do so. Ultimately, a lot of questions about whether they will be able to find any common ground on the issue. President Trump has largely stayed on the sidelines. He did not endorse one solution or the other. The White House has said that he might come up with a health care plan sometime soon. And caught in the middle, though, millions of Americans who are going to see their health care premiums go up when these subsidies expire at the end of the year. According to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, Tony, millions of Americans will lose their health care coverage over the next decade because of those higher prices.